I'm gonna say a few facts in order, chronological order, that may or may not have any correlation, facts about my life. In 2017, a woman reported guardian ad litem David Pasulka for threatening to take her children away if she didn't have sex with him. She tried to report him to the DOJ, to everybody, and her case was buried. And then in 2019, this man who raped mothers by threatening to take their child custody away, his law partner was appointed as my children's guardian ad litem. Some other things happened in 2019. J.B. Pritzker, a close associate of Jeffrey Epstein, whose grandparents made all of their money from mob activity in Chicago, and who are closely aligned with Israeli espionage and covert activities, that J.B. Pritzker. The one whose cousin Thomas is extensively mentioned in the Epstein files, that J.B. Pritzker. He was elected, and he didn't do anything to stop the selling of child custody in Chicago within the Democratic Party or the rape of mothers by judges. Then in 2020, a group of 28 female attorneys also tried to go to the DOJ, to J.B. Pritzker, to the New York Times, to the illustrious advocate for women's rights, Megan Twohey. These 28 attorneys tried to report the selling of child custody, the rape of mothers, and the rape of lawyers and clerks by judges in the courthouse, protected by Democrats, protected by the machine. Are we still in 2020? What else happened? In 2020, then, I was defrauded by a custody evaluator and a guardian ad litem and a judge and a clerk, and most importantly, my own lawyer, a guy named Brad Trowbridge. And then after he defrauded me in 2020, he got to be a judge. He got the full endorsement of the Cook County machine through guardian ad litem Michael Bender. But I found a bunch of evidence of the fraud. So 2021 came around. That's when I found the evidence. And J.B. Pritzker's police and state's attorneys aren't doing anything. Cook County isn't doing anything. And I tried to get in touch with the Northern District Prosecutor John Lausch and the FBI field office. The office was closed for COVID. I went there twice. They were having parties in the parking lot, but you couldn't go there to report corruption. That must have been really nice for criminals in Chicago. I mean, I think probably the officers could have worn masks or had vaccines. I think maybe FBI officers should be essential workers, but what do I know? So I wasn't able to get into the office. Nobody returned my calls. So I filed a whistleblower report. So then in 2022, IRS whistleblower Teresa Wiglin issues me whistleblower numbers. And while waiting for the cavalry to come in and save me, another thing happens. I decide to file a civil rights suit. And my mother helps me. My mother helps me serve Michael Bender, Judge Robert Johnson, Chief Presiding Judge Grace Stickler, yada, yada, yada. 20 people or whatever, 12 people. My mom serves that lawsuit. That was 2022. Another thing happened where my mom lives. I'm from a county called Ottawa County in Western Michigan. My mom was very active in her retirement as a volunteer for the Ottawa County Democratic Party. But what was really cool is, I guess because she worked so hard, she became a paid employee of Representative Hillary Scholten in 2022. So she served that lawsuit, and then she started getting paid by Representative Hillary Skolton. I guess that's how she says it. So Hillary Skolton, who came to office in Holland, Michigan, Western Michigan, and has received some of the largest AIPAC donations of any Michigan congressperson. There are no synagogues or temples in Western Michigan that I know of. Maybe in Grand Rapids. So that's interesting. Oh, so then another thing, not necessarily correlated. After that, my mother tried to have me committed to a mental hospital. And as proof, she used a copy of the lawsuit she had helped me serve. And and then Gretchen Whitmer and Dana Nessel, they did lock me up for 7 months because my mom said I was crazy and I was making up stories about being a federal witness. And then they let me out without ever giving me any medication or diagnosing a mental illness, and saying that I just had temporary delusions that I was a federal witness, even though Teresa Wigland issued me whistleblower numbers and I provided testimony in federal courts. So, I've listed chronological facts before. I just, I hadn't noticed that the time when my mom started getting paid by the Ottawa County Democratic Party was the same time that Hillary Skolton was getting $500,000 from AIPAC to represent her small district in Western Michigan.